All right, I want to take a look at this thing real quick. I had a crash, and I think I lost my cleanup operations. I'm just going to select everything. I'm going to do that one more time. So it seems like this piece is okay, because I'm doing a select on it, and I'm not getting anything selected. But I have a suspicion. So because there isn't anything obviously wrong on the cleanup front, when I do my create camera-based UVs, I should not be getting any of these internal faces, and I'm getting a lot of them. You can see this side is what it's supposed to look like, and this side is all messed up, everything else. So I don't really know what's going on here if the cleanup isn't taking care of it. So what I'm going to do is just go to the top view, and I get a sense that this is all correct and that everything else is all messed up. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete everything but the stuff that's working here. Because again, all I need is one side, and the rest of it is all just like mirrored and bridged. So we'll go to mesh, mirror, and I want to send it across X. I think I want to do positive in this case. How do I know? So that's positive X, I believe. So maybe I want to do negative. It's going to be one or the other. We're going to do it in world space. Okay, where's my pivot? Let me turn off do not merge borders. Yeah, so I think it's just merging, but there was like some value that was a little bit too close. So I just turned that off because I'm going to bridge this anyway. I don't actually want it to merge. But if you had something that went either up to or over the center line, you would want that to be on. And that way it'll weld your stuff together. Let me make sure I'm selecting the same edge on both sides. That might have something to do with it. Probably not, but it's possible. And then we'll do the same thing over here. All right, and let's go over to mesh cleanup and take a look at it. Seems fine there. Let's do a camera based, and that's fine too. Cool. All right. So what I want to do for this piece is just like on the blade, I want to stack the UVs, these UV shells on either side. So I need to cut it in half, ironically. Basically what I just had. So we'll do edit mesh, connect, and then it doesn't really matter which side you pick. Whoops, I need to do it on the inside too. So mesh, edit mesh, connect. And because we are going to be stacking just the, I mean, we can also include this on that same piece because we're never going to see it, but we can see this side from just the regular configuration of the knife. So let's see, what's the easiest way to do this? I think I'm going to just grab those faces like that. And I'll do a camera base so they get broken off, and then I'm going to cut them here and there. And we'll just lay this stuff out. Need to get my tools back. Show UV toolkit. I'm looking for unfold. So I just want to make sure that I'm not getting, actually I guess I was a little bit too aggressive on that last one. I don't want anything on this UV shell because it's going to be stuck on the bottom. Actually, let's see, this is the one I want to be unique. I went the wrong direction with that. Sorry about that. Let me do this again. So right now, if I double click this outside edge, let me just get these out of the way so they're not touching each other and I can show you what I'm doing. So this is, I'm going to want to be stacked. And the top section is going to need to have its own UVs. So I'm going to deselect those. And then I'm going to do a weld here. Or a sew, I mean. Now we can do another unfold. And I'm just going to cut it right there. And then weld that stuff up. So this section, sorry if that wasn't super duper clear, but this section is going to be stacked. But because we can see this, I don't want there to be a seam running down it. So when I mirror this over, I'm going to have this piece over here actually sitting on its own UV shell, so there will not be a seam in the middle. And I think that's going to be okay. All right, let's go look at the next thing here. So show last hidden. Maybe we can take a look at the clip. So on the clip, we'll just start this the exact same way. I'm going to do camera based. I'm going to put a cut there, and there, and there. And that should be okay because everything is quadded out. So if I do that, and then I'm going to add one cut down the middle, and you can see it follows it all the way down. So we'll do a cut there, and then I'm going to need to separate the end pieces here. And they'll just be sitting on their own little shells. All right, so with all that there, let's go ahead and select everything and do an unfold. So there's something up with the geo, but wasn't a showstopper. Basically, that little warning was like, I found something wrong with the geo. Do you want me to fix it? And I said yes, and it said, okay, cool. So is that everything? It looks like. Let's see, so what section is that? There's there. Okay. Great. Okay, cool. So then at this point, I think I can fairly safely straighten the UVs. All right, this is important to mention. You can see this stuff is kind of messed up, but that's not the big of a deal. But this right here, that's not so cool. These things being all screwed up like that. So I'm just going to come over and just kind of scale these down so they're a little bit less, whatever that is, irregular. Simple fix, and certainly well worth that operation. Where's my UVs? Because now these things are going to pack fairly efficiently. Cool. Okay. Let's see, we'll do this part now. Camera based, and this is so simple, I think we can just very safely do an unfold. Okay, cool, great. Now let's see, anything else? All right, let's select everything. Actually, we're at almost 9 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and save the next section, all the packing stuff and the mirroring, for the next video.